So my resin is from PSB Resin. I also used a little bit of Let's resin that's black, and then that's pearl pigment from Michaels. That's less resin that's white. Oh, it's a flow acrylic that's white. That shimmery gold is from Michaels. It comes in like a 3-pack. This is a new color from Let's Be Resin. So here I am just starting to pour. What I did first was I just laid down the black. I tried to go all the way around the rim just because I kind of knew the project that I wanted to do, but not really. So you'll see throughout the video that I'm just kind of pushing the resin around a lot just because I never know how I want the end of my projects to look. I just kind of have a concept. So I'm just going in with the black, and now I'm going in with a white. I thought that was going to be a little bit darker or brighter white, and it wasn't, so that's why I'm going in again with this white, but that's okay because I'm also going to next use clear. And that just, like I said, it just helps break up the white a lot. As you can tell, that's like a really bright white, and that's fine for the project that I was doing, but I also like to break it up a little bit just so that it's not very white and the white doesn't overpower. And what I realized there is that when you close out the loop in the middle, it does draw everything in. So I decided to do 2 projects in one. This is a new mold. This mold is actually from Amazon, and as always, I'll put everything in the description. That's that new pigment from PSB Resin. It is so beautiful. It's like a greenish, bluish color. So in love with it. So I knew I wanted to do that color, and then I also figured I would probably do a different color to the right just for a different project, a different look, because like I said, I didn't know what this project was going to become, so I didn't want to waste any resin, so I just decided to do 2 separate projects just to see how they came out. So I'm just using the same technique where I did the black around the rim, and then I used the white, poured a little bit of clear in there just to break up the white a little bit, and I'm just like scraping out all the black that I can. This time I just dropped a little bit of that gold in the middle. I was gonna try to go for kind of like a star, if you will. I wanted to just bring that gold out and really let it pop in the middle, but you'll see that's not really what ended up happening, and that's okay. I saw this method on another video where they put a little bit of the color in the black, the outer black, and it kind of broke up the black a little bit and made it not as dark. And so I tried that method. It really worked out pretty well because, as you can see in the end result, you can see like a little bit of color. Okay, so now I'm starting to try to figure out my design. I do not recommend using toothpicks. It will leave you with holes in your finished product. I've never been able to escape that. So I wouldn't recommend toothpicks. I also use in this project like a plastic knife. I saw that on another YouTube channel, and I tried to do that. It left the bottom of my projects with like little scrape marks, which, I mean, it didn't ruin the project by any means, but if you hit it in the light a certain way, you'll definitely be able to tell. So maybe just using a popsicle stick for this will probably be best. So I obviously got a little bit of the black in the middle of that gold, and I didn't mind it as much because at this point still didn't know what I wanted to do with this project. So now I'm just trying to move the resin around to create something. I don't know. I like the colors. I didn't like the design. So here I am using that plastic knife trying to create something that I might like. It's difficult working with like a circular mold just because, like, as you can tell, nothing's really running into anything else. Is very level. So even when I'm just like pushing things out, it's kind of pushing back in the middle, which is fine. So I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm trying a couple different techniques that I knew about. So I also do some art pieces, and this is one of the techniques that they use. You'll see a lot of different YouTubers use this technique, and where they just blow out the resin, or they use like paint, whatever. And I actually ended up really liking the product of it. As you can tell, it kind of came out like a snowflake. So I was like, yeah, this is perfect. So then I had silver foil, so I just put that in the middle to create like this like snowflake effect. I thought it was so beautiful. And then so I'm just putting the I'm just putting the silver foil. I personally do not like when foil goes everywhere, so I try to do my best to clean it all up. If it gets anywhere else, I will put it where I want it to go. But that one specifically had like too much black on it, and I didn't want black in the center of this. Just because I thought the end effect would honestly take, like I thought the black would take over, so I didn't want to have black in the middle as well to drown out all the color. So I was really happy with how the snowflake one came out. So I'm just finishing that one up. I wasn't really happy with the gold one, so I just did a little bit more work to that one. I blew it out a lot more, a couple more times until I got like a design that I kind of wanted. And honestly, this was a really neat technique because you can kind of craft it a little bit, and after you blow it out, it kind of moves kind of back in the same spot, not always, but kind of. So you just keep blowing it until you get like your desired look, I guess, if you will. I was pretty happy with how mine turned out. I didn't have a specific technique as to where I was blowing anything. I was just like trying to blow as much as possible. There's a different project that I had already done. I don't have a video for that one, unfortunately, but I plan to recreate it, and I will show you guys how I did that one. It was like really easy, super neat. It came out so beautiful. But anyways, back to this gold one to the right. As you can tell, it's starting to look like something. So I highly recommend blow torching throughout, just constantly doing that. Very important to keep the bubbles popped. And this project came out pretty well. As you can see, here's the finished product. I didn't put the back on yet. I do use things for the back. Just when I did the video, I didn't. But I'll show you the back. Yeah, it's like the white sank a lot, which is fine because the top is beautiful. Like, I'm very happy with how they came out. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you each one. Obviously, I live in Texas. Back is so different, but the top, I think that technique and style was really neat. Anyways, guys, this is how I did this project. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you try to recreate this, definitely let me know. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I would love to see any other projects you guys do, or any other questions you guys have, or if you would like me to try to recreate something, I'm up for that as well. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.